Do you think I'm the better chess player?
For
yes
now.
or no?
For now, but not forever.
Do you think it's likely that you'll be better than I am?
If it's something I want to focus on, yes. 50% chance.
My surprise! Tomorrow, dun dun dun, I'm playing my sister. I have been waiting for this day for many, many years. It is a lifetime of bullying and being worse at chess. And today is the day that I prove you don't need Stanford to be the better sibling. I really want to surprise her. I need to take the risk and I need to outsmart her and her little grandmaster coach.
And there are some people in the Botez Discord who's starting to think Andrea is as good as Alexandra, which is simply just not true.
Andrea has been fiending. She has been wanting to play against me basically every single tournament. I think I know my sister better than she knows herself, and I'm gonna get into her head. If she wins, I will never hear the end of it.
And we're ready for the first move of this game. Andrea smiling at the camera, but she does go for the pawn to d4. Pawn to e6 played by Alexandra. Andrea has played pawn to e3. She's going for a normal London. Alexandra plays pawn to d5. Pawn to c5, putting pressure in towards the center of the board. Alexandra already messes up her prep.
Excuse me, did you say you have prepared for 5 hours? And
no, Andrea prepared for a very long time. Alexandra didn't have time for that. Maybe. I don't know.
I can guarantee that if anyone was obsessed with the result and preparation, it would be Alexandra.
Yeah, maybe. She really doesn't want to lose against Andrea. She needs to realize that she messed up.
Short castle happened on the board. Hammer is very disappointed.
It's just a game of chess.
Very tilted, coach.
She had to go either knight e5 or pawn to e4 to have any hope of an advantage out of the opening.
I do believe that it is easier here to play this position to Andrea and for Andrea here for white.
I'm with you, Dina. I think white's position is more comfortable to play.
Chad, are we witnessing for the first time ever Hammer trying to control his negativity and focus on the positive? But
are the commentators allies or not? There is some rivalry happening in the commentators booth as well. Dina got her ass kicked by Andrea, so I have no idea why she's so... Apparently, they're really close pals.
Excuse me? About my
sorry,
friend.
You didn't get your ass kicked. You just ran around the ring trying to avoid getting a single hit. Queen c7 on the board. Alexandra is putting pressure in towards the knight on e5. Andrea is almost certainly going to play pawn to f4 to reinforce her knight's protection.
f4 happened on the board. There we go, just as Hammer predicted.
After f4, Alexandra has captured on d4. This is just a mistake. By making the trade in the center, white has an easier time taking control of that very important e4 square. We gotta move pawn to g6 from Alexandra. I actually like this move, Dina. g6 combines perfectly with pawn takes on d4. So maybe I was a bit rash in calling pawn to takes d4 a clear mistake. Alexandra is preparing knight to h5. By moving the knight, we've given the pawn permission to take over the f6 square.
Bishop f2 on the board. Really? Man, Andrea shows such a maturity when playing her only opening. Oh, wait a second. That is her only opening. How many hours did Alexandra spend on studying it? Oh, right. She knew her entire life what her sister was playing and still didn't make it right. Move 5.
I think it was move 6, Dina, but...
Oh, that changes everything, Hammer.
She did go knight h5.
Andrea, first candidate, I guarantee, is gonna be this. Unfortunately, it absolutely does not work, and fortunately for us, she's gonna see that.
She's very likely to make a rash sacrifice in these kind of positions.
G3 is played, and that's amazing. That means that Andrea is thinking smart.
Oh my god. Knight to b8.
Knight to b8. Oh boy.
Alexandra seems to have she has a thing for slightly ugly moves.
Oh yeah, I've seen that enough.
Is she doing 92?
Oh
Using that word.
God, please, please.
Wow. Andrea just played a mature positional move. Am I hallucinating or what is going on?
Listen, Hammer, I told you, that girl got a talent.
She's going bishop a6. If she goes knight b8 and then goes f6, I'm gonna tilt. Yeah, okay. I just don't understand. Now since you left the control of the e6 pawn, white can try to capture that one with the queen. I just want to mention to you, Dina, Andrea's going to sacrifice her knight on this move, and then Alexandra will have a winning position.
Andrea Botez has made the move a4, which indicates she has the maturity to understand the importance of controlling the whole board. She is not gonna sacrifice. Oh!
Tell me more, Dina, about how Andrea is not gonna sacrifice.
No, why? Andrea, you had a perfect position.
It's very important to stay calm as black. If Alexandra finds all the right moves, I think she's just gonna defend her king and win with the extra knight. And now comes the question to Andrea, how do you increase your attack here? I guess she could go pawn to h4 and just push this pawn. Even if black plays some not super accurate moves, getting this pawn up the board is actually not that big of an accomplishment. The black king can hide behind the pawn. I think this is a step in the wrong direction for Andrea, and now Alexandra needs to just keep her cool. Knight c6 has been played. Andrea is gonna be in time trouble. What's good about this pawn to h4 plan is that her next move is very obvious. She wants to push this pawn as far as possible in towards the black king. Pawn e5. So Alexandra is trying to blast open the center of the board while Andrea still has her king there. Okay, Andrea goes pawn to h6, putting pressure on the knight.
It is knight to e6 indeed.
Part of Andrea's problem is that the pawn on f4 and the pawn on d4, both of them are attacked massively.
Andrea is in a tough situation. Wish she did not rush with h6.
Oh god. Queen g4? Chess.com gives a double question mark. That's harsh. The queen is coming in to point down on the black king, but the king can just hide in the corner.
Yeah, not a blunder, but still gets the double question mark. Andrea is a Ferrari that goes to unlimited speeds and breaks the most beautiful car into the ugliest wall. The wall here is Alexandra.
Did you call Alexandra an ugly wall?
I just meant that Alexandra is a wall. I didn't connect the adjective and the noun. The comparison was just the wall part. Advantage of black only continues to grow, even though the bishop on g6 looks beautiful and the pawn on h6 looks beautiful. Those two are worthless right now.
She's having a lot of trouble with the activity of the black pieces. Alexandra is executing this defense quite well. Wow, she castles Dina.
That's some maturity over there.
It's a bit late though. It's move 23. Alexandra does find knight to e7, and she does it without accepting the trade between the pawns.
Now Andrea's bishop on g6 is under attack because it's pinned. The position of Andrea is so lost because Andrea is down 2 pieces.
I think it's over. I think she might resign.
It's not over yet. We're not losing hope. Andrea is the biggest fighter of them all.
Alexandra goes for bishop takes f5, making sure that she's going to get the trade between the bishops. And after the trade, Alexandra will take back, and now she has a massive pressure against this g3 pawn. Big position for Alexandra here.
Man, I'm slowly dying inside. Andrea played a fantastic opening.
And
Yeah.
here, the final nail in the coffin. Andrea's idea with sacrificing this bishop was that she wanted to capture the black knight afterwards, but by getting the knight away first with a check to the king, Alexandra will be up by a bishop and a knight.
She started so well and so confident, with very few hours that she ever dedicated to the game, with absolutely zero knowledge of the basic strategy and pawn structures. She managed to out-prepare her sister. All she needs is to fix those small weaknesses such as slowing down when riding a Ferrari.
I've never really understood the importance of the word copium until now. Now, after queen takes d5, Andrea has lost another piece. After rook to d8, there's no way for her to defend her knight. And rook d8 has been played. Knight to c4, counterattacking the queen. So she's not losing her knight.
Right, she's only getting checkmated in 6. It is a double Botez gambit on the screen. Rook takes d5, knight takes b6, but unfortunately after rook d2, there is no way to defend from rook
This
h2.
is happening right now on the board.
Double Botez gambit, let's go!
And Andrea resigns the game.
I was unimpressed with Hammer and Alexandra's preparation.
Dina,
Actually
why are you being so negative when I won a game? I could tell who you were rooting for, and it's okay to be upset, Dina. Why does chat keep spamming ugly wall?
You don't want to know.
Wait,
Which
did Dina refer to Andrea as a Ferrari and me as an ugly wall?
I did not mean the word ugly. I just meant
Andrea,
that...
a beautiful Ferrari, Alex, an ugly wall? Excuse me?
Well, now you gotta win, sister.
Andrea,
I'll
there is
take
no
it.
way Alexandra will win all her games. It's not possible mathematically or statistically.
If I win all my games, you need to change your Twitter banner to Alexandra Botez is better than me at chess for the next month.
What do you do if
Okay, and
you lose?
You
Alexandra,
said
she
impossible. If it's impossible, put it on the line.
All I'm saying is that there is no way Alexandra's gonna win all
No
her
way.
games. Maximum 8 out of 9. You are never gonna get 9 out of 9. I'm saying that to
she
encourage
just
Andrea.
doubled down.
You know, I actually didn't even feel that good beating my sister. I was relieved that I didn't lose, but it's sad to see Andrea lose. But that's okay, because I'm gonna go and win the tournament now.